Sorry, just trying to just trying to get in short. Today I would like to talk about something I think really defines people and helps them move forwards. It certainly helped me, but at the time I remember being quite dubious. I was working with a good friend of mine, a great coach in fact, let's just not say he's good, he's great, Mark Whitehand. And he's helped me a lot in the last few years. He didn't have to. And I've only known him 3.5 years, but we've just created that bond straight away. We met at a conference. I remember sitting one morning, it was on a weekend, getting breakfast, and I sat down beside him, or he sat down beside me, more accurately enough, and he just started chatting away, this friendly Yorkshireman. And at first I remember thinking, who the fuck is this? He never stopped talking. But there was just something about him, that sort of friendly charm, you know. And we just hit it off straight away. And not long after that, we did some courses together, and then we became good friends. And not just sort of internet friends either. We're friends who actually touch each other, not in that way, you know, hugs. I'm a hugger. After all, I like, you know, that connection. And so we do see each other, even though he lives in Doncaster, which is about, not a million miles, but long enough way to be 2 hours in the car, we'll say. So the point of this is, not long after we met, probably a little under a year, I realised that I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't being the real me. I'd kind of lost the real me. And I'd become on free fall. I've talked about self-worth, net worth before, and I sort of got entangled with that and allowed my self-confidence to go down, even though I had all the skills and knowledge to help all the people, and I knew I did. Subconsciously, something else was feeding that I couldn't get this done. Something was not right. And this is when I talked to Mark about the whole concept of core values, my core values. And core values really are who I am, what resonates with me, what things are I'm willing to accept, what things am I willing not to accept, when I should be saying yes, when I should be saying no to things, to business deals, to things in my own life. It all revolves around me. And I came up with these 3 words, and you'll have seen them posted a lot. I post them every time I do one of these videos. I post them in the comments of the post. And my core values are truth, courage and happiness. And I'll do another video, I'll talk about where or how I got to those words and why they mean something to me. But for today, it's really about the fact that when I did this work, I knew I had to have some kind of a reference point for me. Something that I go back to when something came up, whether I was getting attacked on social media, which has happened once or twice for the things I've posted, or just agreeing to do something or not agreeing to do something. I wanted a way of finding out what that was, because it's easy to get caught up in saying you'll do everything even though you didn't want to do it, or you say yes when you meant no. And that is part of the reason why I got in the mess I got in. And so I did this work, this value work with Mark. And I've got to say, it's probably the best thing I did, because it defines who you are. You actually really find out who you are. And part of the Lean Warrior, of course, is getting to the essence of who you are and what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do, no matter what. No compromise. You shouldn't compromise on your values. You shouldn't compromise on your life. And they're intertwined. They're integrated. So truth, courage and happiness are my 3 words. These are 3 words I always come back to when something happens in my life, or someone says something about me, or they don't say something about me. Everything that I do now, every thought even, I run them past the true values, just to see the truth, see the courage, see the happiness. Does it create these things? Does it stand by these 3 words? Because these 3 words, at first, as I said before, I was kind of like, really, 3 words going to really define who I am? I remember thinking, I don't get it. But once you start down the journey of identifying them, you'll see the true power of them. And that's what I did. Because these words resonate, they speak to me. They mean something very deep. And now, everything I do and I don't do, every thought I have, I don't have, I think about these 3 values and see whether they resonate with the situation. If they do, great. If they don't, then I know that's not what I should be doing. Next video, I think I'll start talking about these 3 words individually and what they mean. And then I might even talk about how you might be able to do them. But until next time, see you later.